Hi, this is Carl. Welcome back to my YouTube series. Is this the rotary tool that's going to be the Dremel killer? We're going to find out. Stay tuned. Let me readjust the camera. I'll get back with you. So, is this the new Dremel killer? I don't know, but from what I see in the other very few YouTube videos that I've seen from other people, this is a pretty good rotary tool. Made by Parkside, sold by Lidl, L-I-D-L. Precision Rotary Tool, PFBS 160B2. Okay, we have rated power consumption, 1.2 amps. Rated to load speed, I'm trying to read this upside down, 10,000 to 40,000 RPM. Collet capacities, 3/32 inch, which is 2.4 millimeter, to 1/8 inch, 3.2 millimeter. We have the accessories. Turn this over. That didn't help. Accessories, we have one flexible shaft attachment, one holder with clamp, one cutting guide, one bit box including batteries. Batteries? This isn't cordless, so why do we have batteries? Anyway, I don't know. We're going to find out. Here's what's written on the side. If you would like to pause the video and check this out, but I'm sure most of you will not pause this. It doesn't really matter. This is on sale at Lidl for $24.99. Very good price for a rotary tool, especially if it turns out to be a good one. Let's go ahead and open this box up and look at this together. Now, I haven't seen one of these in person outside of a box. We're going to look at this together for the first time. Here we go. Nice hard shell plastic case. It has Parkside embossed on the top right here. If you look at the side, there's a picture of the rotary tool. Bottom has a hinge going all the way across. This side has another picture of a rotary tool. Now, if you're confused about what I'm saying about rotary tool, if you're familiar with the Dremel, Proxxon, there's quite a few different name brands out there right now. But the Dremel is probably the most popular or most recognized name. Let's go ahead and cut this zip tie off right here. There we go. So I am opening this up for the first time. We're going to see how it looks together. Let's make a good judgment on this. Okay, open it up. We have on this side, which is the lid, we have the instruction booklet. We have the flex shaft. Okay, here in the main compartment, we have the bit box, which is right here. I love that cool green color. Let's open this up. See what's in there. I'm sure it's just your basic shapes, rotary tool shapes. Oh yeah, I'm correct. We have some sanding drums, some grinding drums. We have some felt pads. We have the polishing stone. We have some wire wheels and some steel brushes, excuse me. Here we have just the general accessories. I'm not going to go over each one of these, but this is the basic accessory kit that comes in most every kit. Now I do notice how this little container here, I like this one because a lot of these tools like this wrench, it has a little separation right here so it fits in there perfectly. As long as with these grinding discs right here, you see that they're in this little compartment right here. Pretty cool. Nice container. I love the green. I really like that green a lot. Anyway, this fits right here. Let's turn it this way. This is a stand. I've seen these in a few other rotary tools. It's a nice stand. It won't fit on this table I'm using because this table it doesn't have a solid bottom. So this will have to go on a table workbench that has a flat surface on top and bottom. And this is the pole that easily screws into here. There we go. And it is telescoping, so pretty nice. Pretty nice tool stand, tool holder. Like I said, this does clamp on your workbench or whatever you're using. And the tool itself has a hanging clip right here, which hangs. If you see this, there we go. It just hangs on here like this. Now the only drawback is this hanging clip is straight across. If it was kind of angled up, kind of like, or rounded, it would fit on there easier where it would not slide back and forth. This being straight, it slides on this hook right here, but not a big deal. You take this apart, put it back in the case. This goes right here. Let me close this up real quick. This is a great accessory. I love this stand. The Dremel's brand does not come with one of these stands. So this is one advantage over the Dremel right here. Fits nicely right here. We have many people call this a router base, but that's not really what it is. This is really designed for putting a grout bit in, or a spiral bit for cutting like holes in drywall, removing grout from tile. Although it does a pretty good job for a router base, that's not really what it's made for. But it works for one, so most people use it for that instead of buying a original router base. And this just clips right back under there. Here we have a light. Has an on and off switch right here in the bottom. Let's see, there we go. Let's see if it turns on right out of the box. There we go. And the light will go right on the end of this. So if I take this off, this thumb guard, the light will fit onto here, and you can use it in dark places. Kind of a handy tool to have. I don't think I'll use it very often. Dremel does make one similar to that. So let's put this all back together. Okay, to start out with, it comes with a cord, and I remember seeing somewhere that the cord is not 6 foot long. The cord is 13 feet long. So the cord on this is twice the length that you get on a Dremel, which that is a great feature. 13-foot cord. It does feel pretty sturdy. I don't know what gauge it is, but it's a nice cord, nice long cord. The tool itself, green, very comfortable in the hand. Let me clip that back in there. Very comfortable in the hand. Has your on and off switch right here. This red switch has your speed control, which starts at max. Well, it starts at 1. It's numeric up to 5, and then it has a max. so it really has 6. Your brushes are on each side. I love the green. Green's my favorite color. So this green one, really cool looking. Have the air ports on each side. We have the spindle lock, which is this button right here. So you can push the spindle lock in and you turn this so you can take the tools off and on, the accessories, the bits, whatever. So this is the thumb lock, or thumb guard, which that unscrews very easily. And this right here is where you change the bits. So this is shaped a lot different than the Dremel, but it's basically the same. You have one collet that comes in here. It's a brass collet, and I believe there's one more in this kit. Let me double check that. Yep, the one that's in the kit is a steel collet, and the one that comes in the tool itself is a brass collet. There you go. See the difference right there? As soon as it focuses in. Okay. So I'm going to put the brass back in. Take the steel one, put it back in this kit, close it up. Okay, well, I need to open that back up again. To put in a bit, I'm just going to pull one out here. It doesn't really matter which one. I have this bit. So, putting the locking nut back on. There you go. I'm going to slide it in. Now you never want to push it all the way to the bottom. Pull it out 1/16 of an inch or so, just like you would do on a other rotating tools such as a router. Hand tighten it. Get your wrench, then just snug it up. You don't want it real tight, but just really snug. So there you go. Pretty cool. So to mount, let me take this back off of here. To mount the flex shaft, this comes off. Put this over here. Take the flex shaft out of this box. Okay. Inside the flex shaft, you'll see this square, well, this one's not square like some of them, but it's an accelerator cable. There you go. This accelerator cable fits into the collet and the chuck. Whoops. First things first, I got to take off this thumb guard. There you go. So, accelerator cable fits into there. Then you just take this down, screw it on. Whoops. Got to do one more thing. Y'all saw that, didn't you? Let's put this accelerator cable in there. Hold down the spindle lock, then tighten this up. Pretty important to tighten that up. Not real tight, just snug. So then we're going to reattach this to the tool itself. And now we have the flex shaft. Now, if you know the Dremel brand, some Dremels come with a flex shaft, some don't. But to buy them separately is costs more than this whole kit did from Parkside. So to lock this spindle, you just pull this back and hold it in place. You can unscrew the locking nut. Here's another collet in here, another brass collet. So that makes 3 that comes with the tool. So you just hold this back, get this back over here again, pull out an accessory. Again, it doesn't really matter which one, just for this tutorial purposes. We're going to hold this back, push in this accessory, tighten down this locking nut, and just like before, we want to get the wrench and just give it a little snug twist on there. Then let go of this, because pulling it back locks it, letting go unlocks it, so it's good. So now we have the flex shaft on there. Pretty comfortable. Now this is a lot smaller to hold than this, so when you're doing a lot of intricate work, this is the way to go. Pretty nice feature. So let's take this back off of here. Get it dressed like it's supposed to be, or like it should be in the other configuration. Take out this flex shaft, and I'm going to take this bit, pull back this on the handle, loosen up this bit, get it out of here. I'm going to put it back into, let's put this thumb guard back on here first. Now I know I'm going through there kind of quick. Oh, I had it upside down. No wonder it wouldn't tighten. There we go. Now I'm going to hold down the lock button, push in the bit, pull it out a little bit, 1/16 of an inch or so. There we go. Give it a little snug little twist with a wrench. Okay. Let me undo this cord right here, nicely wrapped up. And we're going to check the power out on this thing. Just 1 second. I love this long cord. This long cord is going to make a big difference in the final evaluation. There we go. Get this plugged in. Okay, this is your on and off switch. I have it on 1. Pretty quiet. In fact, really quiet. That's 2. Very, very little vibration. 3 right there. 4, 5. Okay, watch this. It's not rattling this table at all. Very, very, very little vibration. Very little. Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to reach out and say this has, in my opinion, less vibration than the Dremel. And I just noticed this. I was looking at the serial number on this label right here. I have numbers 000605. So I got one of the first few of these put out. Well, in fact, I got number 605 out of I don't know how many they made. I'm just going to say that's a good thing for me. No special reason why. Okay. Okay. I don't know how long this motor is going to last, of course, since I just opened it. But I'm impressed. I'm impressed a lot with this thing. One thing we're going to do, I'm going to check and see what kind of bushing is in here. So, to check your bushing, you just get your wrench that comes with here. It has a screwdriver tip on the end. I'm just going to unplug the tool. Take out this cap here. Let's see. Come on, Cap. Let me kind of pry this up real quick. There we go. Okay, here's the brush. Let me get the brush out of here. See how this looks. Now this brush, give you a closer up view of this brush. As far as rotary tools, this brush is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. It's got a nice strong spring in it. Nice big, is that brass or copper? I'm not quite sure. Maybe somebody can help me out with that and knows more about motors. And I believe this is carbon. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let me put this back in here. Okay, I got the brush back in there. So, what's my overall opinion on this? I'm going to say, Dremel, you better watch out. So far, I'm not really an expert in rotary tools, but I have and use over 26 different ones now. I think 7 or 8 of them being Dremel brand, the rest just being other brands that I do reviews on, and I do actually use them. I think this beats out my favorite, which is the OEM brands. My second favorite, which came from Aldi by chance. I think this is now might even be equal to the Dremel, and with the accessories you get for the price point, a third less than the Dremel. If you count the flex shaft, the mounting hook, I say this is like 20% the cost of a Dremel. So for that reason, I'm going to rate this above the Dremel. So Dremel, you need to step up the game if you're going to keep up with some of your competition. My name is Carl. I do appreciate you taking time being with us today.